Well, welcome back to another Run Disney rundown. This is not really a specific show, it's just kind of just a little catch up here. Dopey Training is about a month in for people, and training for Halloween half is kind of in the midst as well. Wine and Dine should have also started.
Yeah, I
or you
believe
should
Wine
be
and
getting
Dine.
ready
No,
to.
I think Wine and Dine technically, if you're doing Galloway, has started. It gets so hard for folks who do multiple weekends. They kind of just all run together. It's kind of just like June, you just start running for the year.
It is kind of general training, but I mean, that's kind of the goal.
Yeah.
Like, once you've done one, if you continue doing it, it's really all about maintaining,
Yeah.
even if you take like some breaks.
I was actually looking at one of my favorite aspects of like the Garmin Connect app is looking at like monthly mileage, and I was looking at it earlier just out of curiosity since we just went into a new month, and you can definitely tell where my rest months are and then where the training pickups months are. But July was like a pretty good month for me. I think I had almost, it was like 60, 70 miles, somewhere in there. It's pretty good.
July was not super great for me.
Well,
I've had a rough month,
You
but
didn't
I had
have
a good
any-
run. Yeah.
yes, we're in Central Florida, which a lot of folks know. So we are right now, the tropical storm is kind of passing along the coast and we're getting the rain from it. But it meant this morning there was really good cloud coverage, a good amount of wind, and the temperature was a lot lower than it has been. So it was actually a very nice morning for running. So what, you did 10 miles this morning?
I did, and it was.
I did 8.5,
Good.
and it was good. It was needed. We've been slacking on the high mileage runs because we've been getting a little hot, getting a little sweaty. But now it's the time to get it back. That was a huge reason I was excited and definitely wanted to do the Halloween half in September. Was to get a high mileage run going that early as we get ready for Dopey. So that'll be a good one.
Yeah, that is a nice time to add a race weekend in for sure. I'm excited about that one.
Yeah. That'll be good. I have my 10K costume all figured out with my friend Allie, who's going to be doing her first
First RunDisney, yeah.
first 10K. I'm pretty sure she has at least walked a official half marathon before, I believe. But I don't know if she's ever run a race like that, but she's training and doing great. And I'm very excited for that costume. And I think I figured out what I'm going to do for the half.
Nice.
Yeah.
As a reminder, if you are joining us live, feel free to ask questions. Let us know how your training's going, what you're signed up for. We also just had Princess registration here last week, or should I say I had Princess registration, because someone was already signed up for Princess.
Yes, so I'm on that fundraising bandwagon again. This time I'm running for ACS Team Determination. I'm actually running for them. I didn't tell you this, but I'm also running for them for Wine and Dine, for Dopey, and for Princess. However, for Wine and Dine and Dopey, I secured my own registration, so I'm still on the team in fundraising. But for Princess, I'm doing the full-on fundraising, including my registration amount and all of that, which is a little nerve-wracking because that's like a large commitment, but so far it's doing really well. Doing lots of cookies in exchange for ACS Team Determination donations.
Yes. If you guys did not see her RunDisney cookies, she posted on her Instagram. They are amazing.
Yeah. And I'm like very inspired to do more RunDisney themed cookies. So far I've done a lot of like specific birthdays or like a bachelorette party or things like that. So I'm excited to do some new ones.
Yeah, she's been doing all sorts of cookie stuff, and they're awesome. Funny, they were on our story, so I cannot pull them.
Oh, I'm
here.
so sorry.
It's okay.
It's not that important.
No, it's not.
But go check out our Instagram. I will post them there. So if you want to go see what they look like, I will post them there. I think they're very fun. And now I got to think of ones to do for Halloween half.
Got a CL Mooney 33 in the chat. It says 100 degrees here in Oklahoma, but Wine and Dine Challenge is coming up quickly. First half for me too. Good luck.
That's exciting. I
Good.
love Wine and Dine. I really think that's one of my favorite weekends. It's just like the party and
I think like the party alone, just the fact that you get that included ticket is, I think, a real difference maker. Like it's the only race that has that included extra.
And I love that time of year, like fall, even though it's not always cool weather, but the vibe, the Halloween vibe and the Christmas vibe right after. It's fun.
Yeah, and then Matthew says, signed up for my third dopey. My son Andrew has signed up for his first 5K during marathon weekend, and he's super pumped about it.
That is awesome. That's one of the things I'm kind of sad about, that I never did one of the races like as a kid. Like I didn't do my first one until I was 22, I think. Still fun, but it would have been fun. That's actually, and we talked about this before, that's one of my favorite things about doing the 5Ks is because younger kids can do them, and seeing them like running with their parents or even by themselves sometimes, and they're so excited and so cute. Like it's great.
We got our friend Chad in the chat, said, step back for a week as I prepare for full dopey training in a few weeks. Legs feeling a bit more tired than they should after a light week.
This guy can relate.
Oh my gosh, yeah. This week was good. Last week I think I was supposed to do 14 miles on my long run, and I bonked out after like 6. Like I could just not get myself moving. And then I'm like doing the mental game of beating myself up about not going the pace I want to be going. Because like I'm sure we all do it. Like if you're doing your long run and you're not keeping like a certain pace, you're like, oh man, this is, this extra amount of minutes times this amount of miles means I'm out here for so much more longer.
I mean, that's got me today. And like I wanted to do like 3 laps around our lake, which is 8.5. And I did 2, and he was already done because he's a speedy guy. And I stopped and talked to him for a little bit. And I think you were like, are you still going? And I said, I should. It just seemed like such a long time. But then, like I said, once I got a mile into that last loop, it like went by so fast. I mean, it technically didn't, but in my brain it did. So we got there. We got over a hump today, I feel like, both of us.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Hopefully kind of stay in the swing of things now. Keep the consistency up. Consistency is key.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm proud of this guy because sometimes when you were doing like full on dopey and marathon training in years past, like you'd come home and you would run after work sometimes, and then when you weren't training as much, you stopped doing that, but then you did that like at least once or twice this week.
Yeah.
And I was proud because running after work, especially you have a kind of active job, can
be draining.
But I was proud of you. I was very proud of you.
Yeah, trying to, again, get in the swing, get into dopey training, keep the consistency up, do all the things we should so we can give you guys good updates. Siomunu says, daylight savings falling on race weekend is nice. I know the weather is unpredictable, but how is the average wine and dine? Last couple wine and dines, at least 1 or 2 of the days have been raining, but not intense rain. Like we'll have some sort of light rain. That extra hour of sleep is pretty sweet. Good. But typically, like after that rain's come through, it's been, I would say, moderate weather.
Yeah, I would say it's almost like mild. You might still have some like really warm temperatures, but I feel like we get less of the like red flag warnings, people screaming to drink water type things. It's just like, oh, we're in Florida, it's gonna feel warm, but not awful. And we have less like needing to have a jacket or a sweatshirt years. I feel like the coldest weekends we ever have, and it's not every year, but I feel like consistently the coldest ones we've had have been Princess, which makes sense. That's February is one of our months we can get some cold weather in Central Florida in those early morning times. I mean, it always warms up, but I'm very excited. I keep forgetting that we are doing the 5K at Wine and Dine because we don't always do that one. But they revealed the medals recently, and I am so excited for a Muppets medal.
Yeah. Yeah, I like most of the medals. I know some people don't love the art style for it, but I thought they were all...
No, I liked all of these. I mean, there's been some years where I'm like, I like some and really don't care for others. But I think I liked all of these. I like that spinner challenge with
I like it too. Yeah.
with the multiple race character themes on it, and I think it has the Mickey on it, which I love I love Chef Mickey when they put Chef Mickey on something. It's fun.
Yeah, I like that we went back to kind of the food themed.
Yeah, you're right. This
It's
is
all
a
like
very
chefs.
this is a very food central theme, which we have not had. I guess they introduced the Halloween race weekend, so doing the villain thing like wasn't quite as.
Yeah, well, it's been since basically before the shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
It was always food themed or kind of food esque, and then when we came back, we had villains, and then we had kind of random. It was like characters from around World Showcase, basically.
And then they did kind of the music.
Oh yeah, and we had the music theme. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm glad to get back to our food roots.
Yeah, I definitely say it could be hard though, like Chef Mickey, Remy.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much two that are always going to be that.
January race weekend, it's typically the same type of thing. You change
True,
up
yeah.
the art style and things like that.
10K changes up every couple of years.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh. But yeah, if you guys have any questions though, questions about training or anything, feel free to ask them. We really don't have like a full script or anything for this show. We were like, hey, let's just, talk about how training's going, chat a little bit, just make a video here. So we are more than welcome to answer your questions and all of that.
Yep. Other things that have happened, well, princess signups happened.
Oh, yeah.
But we also got medals for Halloween, right? Didn't we?
Yeah.
I was like thinking through, and we got themes for princess. We haven't like talked about the themes for princess.
And themes for springtime just came out.
Oh, that was the big one I was thinking. I was like, there's something else. Okay, we've had a lot of news recently that we haven't talked about. The chef medal, missing that one though. No 5K.
Sorry.
I don't understand.
I'm missing that one though. No. Oh, missing the Swedish chef medal though.
On the challenge medal, or
no? I think he's saying he's missing he'll be missing the 5K medal.
Gotcha.
Anyways, though, as of right now, no costume plans, but that could definitely change. I don't know. There's a couple of us doing the 5K.
Yeah, we should come up with a costume
for
that, because it's easy to finish a 5K in a costume. I just ordered a I don't know if it'll be here in time though, because it was back ordered from one of my favorite like exercise clothes company, but they had like a rainbowy tie-dye like sports bra short set that I ordered, and I was like, maybe like a rainbow connection for like Muppets.
That'd be kind of fun.
I don't know like how it would translate.
Yeah, so probably if we do anything for that one, the 5K, like I said, 5Ks tend to be our costume race distance.
Yes. We could throw out something for a 10K too. I mean, we did that's when we did it.
That's what we did Guardians for, yeah, which was a lot of fun.
But I think maybe that week when we weren't doing a 5K. And
that's because that was Wine and Dine last year.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. So we'll have to think of something. If people are running races and want to come up with a group costume for us, please let us know.
And then the big question, this one usually gets thrown around, what's the current shoe rotation? Have you been using anything new?
Does it mean shoe? Or
yeah,
I was thinking like treadmill.
rotation?
I was thinking like treadmill shows, and I was like, I'm watching My Lady Jane, which is a very interesting show. But shoes, I'm still wearing Brooks Ghosts 15. I need to order a few more before they all disappear.
She's on that discount shoe train, which is great. I had the Mach 4s for years because I stocked up on discount pairs of them, and I loved them.
I think I'm gonna order about 3 more pairs, and that should at least get me through like the next season, and then I might I'll try the 16s and see how they are.
Yeah, current shoe rotation, I'd say the Mach 6s are definitely the current all-around favorite. They're kind of just what feel, I think, the best right now. They're also the newest of the shoes in my rotation. Still loving the Adidas Boston 12s. Again, another solid all-arounder. We've done a couple 5Ks this summer. We have a repeating series that happens every month. For most of those, I've worn the Hoka Rocket X2s, which were my Eugene Marathon shoe. I've been kind of just getting the last little bit of mileage that I'll probably get in them. I might still wear them like rotationally for some speed work and stuff, but as for their super shoe usefulness, they are probably about at the tail end. They've gotten me a marathon, a couple halves. I am satisfied with their performance, I would say. I do have a pair of the the Adidas Adios Pro 3s, which are a pretty popular plated style shoe. I'm actually saving those maybe for Halloween half, depending on what the weather looks like there. If that's going to be like a faster race attempt, which is currently the plan. Again, we'll see kind of how training goes and how weather goes. Oh, and the Hoka Mach X's have still been a favorite, though. I think the pair I have are ready for retirement. They're just not starting to feel super great anymore. I will probably look at replacing those soon, and then they do have a second version of them coming out in September. But I will probably see if I can pick up a pair of the ones at a discounted price because I do really like them. I think I ran the half marathon for most RunDisney races in them. It was pretty much either those or the Boston 12s this whole year have been like the favorite two. The Mach 6s, I think, just came out before springtime. I wore them for something. I can't remember which race. But yeah, that is most of the shoe rotation. There's a couple other little ones there. I still have a pair of Saucony Speed 2s. I'll break out every once in a while. The rubber on the bottom's starting to come off of those, though, which is unfortunate. I really like those as well. I haven't tried the Speed 4s, which are out now. I think that is about it. I do have a pair of the Hoka Celio, not the super shoes, the road flats. I forget what that actual like line is. But those are just like fun little 5K speed work shoes as well. I think that about covers most of my rotation, at least the ones I'm like actively wearing. I did try the Rabbit shoes, the Rabbit Dream Chasers. Super comfortable, like day wear shoe. They did not work for me running wise. Now, from the pair I got to what they have now, they've made a couple small changes to the shoe.
I would like to try them, even if they turn into just like a walking shoe. But
love them for like a walking everyday shoe. They are super awesome.
Which they have plates in them. Or what
they
is it
have two carbon they're like carbon strips on them, which I think are just to like give you a little bit of midfoot stability. Yeah. But they're not really a plated shoe. They don't really sell it as like a plated shoe. They're designated as like a daily trainer.
Yeah. So I'm very interested in trying those. I think I might pick them up. I know they sell them at our Fleet Feet now, which is cool. Or you order them.
Yeah, they would definitely be a go and try them on type of shoe, though.
We need new running socks. We're getting holes in like almost all of our socks.
Well, luckily there is always a basket at our running store with 50% off of whatever the last model was.
Yeah. The other good thing is that we can we share socks. We're close enough in size, so we could
our running sock collection is one and the same.
Yep, I was doing a training run. It was Friday, and we both did treadmill runs that day, and I got off the treadmill and like went to change, and like toes just like sticking through the sock. One of my favorite pairs.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some pairs. I have a pair that I've ran like probably close to 20 half marathons in.
Most of these socks like we've had for years, and most of the ones we have are features, which have lasted us like a long time with two people wearing them and running like year round high mileage. So I guess like shout out to Features for having really good socks. But we also like the Balegas.
I like Balegas for like everyday wear.
Yeah. And I like, because they're, the ones we have at least are a little cushionier.
They're a little softer, a little more fluff.
So sometimes when I'm feeling like I want to cushion my foot more, I'll wear those. So those are the ones I really like. I don't think we have any of these, but I did see that, what is that one brand? The, Bombas. We have those for like everyday socks, but they also have they have like compression-y workout ones that I kind of wanted to try because I do like their everyday socks.
Yeah, otherwise that's really it, like new gear wise completely. There's not really a whole lot new that we've
I've picked up a lot more of the rabbit like
that's
workout
true, yeah.
tops, is the brand. The Senata is who I've gotten workout clothes from for a really long time. I love their bottoms, but their tops have never really like been my favorite. But the rabbit like materials are so lightweight and cooling, like that like runs in almost always. So I finally took a plunge and ordered a bunch, and I really like them. So those will be my go-to now, I think.
Yeah, I'm
The
a
material is just
pretty
so
big
nice.
rabbit stan.
Yeah.
It's like 99% of my running closet right now.
Yeah. And I mean, he has a lot, so he doesn't have to repeat outfits a lot, but they last a good long time.
Oh
They
yeah,
have
I
great
still
quality.
have the original pair of shorts, and I still actively wear them. They're the
Yeah.
lime green pair. I
Oh,
wear them
yeah.
at least once a year
It's easy
for
to
a
find in
race.
my
Yeah,
races. I like the ones you wore today. It's like a bright neon coral. That's like
I
one
do
of my
like that
favorite
pair. Yeah,
colors. Those are fun. But yeah, I think that's most of our gear.
yeah,
We just kind of like shifted into gear talk.
yeah. That's okay. Well, someone asked about shoes, and then
Yeah.
we kept going from there.
Natural. Very natural.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's really like running gear wise. It nothing new really like techie wise.
Yeah.
Either same cameras, good old Insta
We're
360
definitely
goes.
we're at a point like in the year slash training that we like have to restock some stuff. Like I think we need to get you a new hydration bottle. Like yours has gotten weird stains on it.
Yeah, I did notice that. Probably a new bottle. One thing I have been out of for weeks that I keep forgetting to buy, speaking of, is gels.
Oh, you're out?
Oh yeah, I've been out.
Oh, I can go get you some.
It's fine because I've been doing, I do the tailwind too.
Yeah, I like the Tailwind. That's what I've been using when we go to the lake because you can just mix it in a bottle and like every couple miles it's there. I love the Tailwind. I did notice there was like a new Tailwind product when we were there last time. I don't know if you saw it. It was Tailwind in like a little tiny, not like the bigger ones, but like a little tiny like Crystal Light size. And I think it's a
Aren't they the
different product.
recovery ones?
Was it recovery?
I think it was.
Oh, I thought it was like a quick one, which I was like, that would be nice because you could like.
I think it's
dump.
like a quick hydrate or something. I can
Okay.
look it up pretty easily.
Yeah, it was a hydrate. It wasn't recovery. It said hydrate, and I was like, oh, I wonder if you could like carry that during a race, and you can get a cup of water and put that in the water.
Yeah. So as for gels, you're on the Roctane still, right? The pineapple and another flavor.
Lemon and pineapple Roctane is what I typically go to. I haven't had to like use them in a while. But yeah, the fruity flavors is what I've discovered works best for me.
Yeah, and gel wise for me, the Huma gels have been the favorite for a couple years right now. Pretty much any flavor I can stomach, which is nice because I can mix it up. I will say the mango, the lemonade, and the apple are probably the three favorites. The lemonade is the caffeinated one for me, so that's typically like an early take. And then either the apple or the mango. Now, right now, we said Tailwind is typically our favorite in the summer because that can be liquid. We can keep that in the ice cooler and then have something nice and cool to drink. The way our like lake running situation is set up for long runs, we can put a bag right there on the track, usually right on our car hood, or our coach will put a table out sometimes and we'll put stuff on the table there. So it makes it super easy to be able to grab stuff. We'll keep ice in there, grab ice, little mini water bottles. It's a pretty sweet setup.
Yeah. I'm glad we have that option for us. It's definitely very, very convenient. I like the Tailwind too because the where you mix it into your own water because I can control like how strong I make it. So like some mornings I'll just do like one scoop in the water and like it's like kind of a lower amount of stuff if I'm not doing as long. But like today I knew I was doing longer. So I did two so I could like get more.
I do the same
in like
thing.
less sips of the water. 'Cause you also don't want to drink too much water in the middle of your run. That's little sips.
Yeah, and I would love to do tailwind during races, but
It's tough.
realistically, that means that you are carrying your own hydration, which I'm not going to be about.
Yeah.
Which is why we do still practice with the gels. And once we get closer to races and get into longer runs where I realistically will be needing more, then I'll switch back to using mostly the gels then.
Yeah. And sometimes I will do I'll do a hydration vest just because I'm out there so much longer that it's nice to have the option. We're sleepy today. It's rainy and the sun hasn't come out.
Yeah. We got a
ran.
little peak of sun when we were running this morning,
Yeah,
and then
like the run felt good. Like we felt really very like strong and like happy with the run, but it was longer than we've done in a little while, and it's starting to like hit us, I think.
Yeah.
It was nice that it wasn't so hot though. I will say it was like pleasant. I didn't at the end of my run take ice and like rub it everywhere, which is what I've been doing all summer. So that was a good sign.
Yeah. So training wise for here, I mean, Dopey is obviously the big focus distance wise. Like I said though, we have Halloween half. Potentially will be a big race for me and try hard race. Still planning to film and everything, but with the half course there being like kind of half fun and then the last half just like road, I would almost rather just like go out there and get it done fast.
Maybe what we can do is you can film the fun park stuff at the beginning and be fast, and then I'll take a camera, and if anything interesting is remotely out there in the second half, I'll film it.
But yeah, then we have Wine and Dine, as we said. Trying to think any other potentially Space Coast I would like to do again. We have a friend attempting his first marathon at Space Coast. So
I don't know this.
Tran.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wanna go cheer for Tran. I don't wanna run. I'll cheer it. He's
You
doing
can
that
cheer.
full marathon?
He is doing the full, yeah.
Tran.
Yes. So anyways, yeah, so outside of Disney, Space Coast is on the list.
I really want to go back and do the PB&J run again, and I would like to
That
try
was
to
fun.
do the challenge because that'll line up well with Dopey.
That was a fun race.
It was
That was
so
in
fun.
October, right?
September.
September.
Yeah. I think it's 2 weeks after Halloween.
Okay.
So
That could
it's doable.
potentially work, yeah.
If you're ever looking for a race in St. Pete, I think it was St. Pete or was it Clearwater?
That one was St. Pete.
St. Pete. The PB&J race.
10K and 5K.
They start with the 10K, and then if you finish the 10K fast enough, you can do the 5K too, and then you get
all
both of those
sorts of
things.
peanut butter and jelly afterwards.
And then afterwards, they have like a huge peanut butter and jelly like customized bar thing, and like other people make it for you. So it's like not a lot of people like touching things, so it feels like not gross, but you can like do like so many different things on this peanut butter and jelly. So that would be fun. And last year I had a question at one point, and the person who I ended up asking was actually the race director / organizer for it, and she was so nice. It made me want to definitely come back and do the race again.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Rock and Roll is not coming back to Clearwater. I don't know that I'd have a desire to do that again, but it was fun.
I would do it again if it was free, like it was the first time. For us, we had like a special like perk that we got to use. But I wasn't impressed with it, and I've talked to a few other people who did that one, and then I had another friend who did Nashville, and she also wasn't very impressed with it in Nashville. So, you know, I'm not saying everyone has been bad, but hadn't gotten great feedback on that.
Yeah, if you guys have any experience from that, I have heard the Vegas one is pretty iconic though.
That seems like it would be cool, and if like that's the main Vegas race, like if that's Vegas's like main running race for the year, I could see it with the lights and the, you know.
But yeah, I have heard from other rock and roll races as well outside of those two.
Tiniest little medal for like such a
big
race,
event.
and that's Nashville was the same. So it was weird.
Yeah, especially when again talking about doing Space Coast and your medal is like a dinner plate size.
Yeah, and that was the half, right?
Yeah,
The one you
that was
got
the
was
half.
the half.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
I could do Space Coast. Probably should. It's the time of year I'm gonna have to do a long run anyway.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun one. I enjoyed it. There's a lot of local community out there because, like, you're running along the little road.
Okay, now that you're talking about it, I remember you coming back and talking about it, like, afterwards, and your experience did make me want to do it.
Oh, and I guess the tentative plan for next year is Grandma's as well.
Yes, I have a coworker who lives right near where Grandma's is, and she did the half this past year, and it just sounds so much fun. So I would definitely do the half, and I think you want to do the full.
Yes. Yeah. Plan is to sign up for the full for Grandma's. So
Yeah.
come out if you want to. Run Disney community wants to squat up there.
That'd be fun.
We do have people who have kind of verbally committed that we're all going to meet out there and do Grandma's next year. So that'll be cool and fun if that all pans out.
Be on top of registration too.
Yeah, that one does sell out pretty quick. It's a pretty famous one.
My coworker / friend who lives there is obviously a runner as well. I already said that, but she'll post pictures and she does a lot of trail running out there, and it just looks like such a beautiful place to visit. Like, I'm just kind of excited to go there and see it.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one. That is quite a ways out though. That's talking into next year.
But
of course, Dopey's into next year, and that's
and
the big thing that we're talking about training for.
Yeah, and springtime.
Yeah.
Hercules.
Oh yeah, I'm all about that Hercules theme.
Is that the 10K?
Yeah, 10K.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, springtime has always been a good weekend. Yeah. Trying to think where. I think marathon is still my favorite of the weekends. But then it's close between springtime or wine and dine. And then Princess is last. Sorry, Princess. Nothing against it. It was my first weekend. Like, I love Princess for that. Oh, Disney, yeah. See, I don't even put Disneyland in the ranking.
That's almost like a Grandma's for us. I think going forward, that's not something we're doing every year, so I don't know if it's fair to judge it like that.
Friend Mark says, Expo watch party at my house Saturday night. Y'all coming? That could be a solid maybe. Actually, I could be about that.
That'd be really fun. Actually,
yeah.
I'll do that.
That's D23 is next weekend, so all of our Disney fans into all of the panels and all of that.
We've done that before where we watched live and kind of reacted to it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Not like we're live, like we watched it and just reacted to each other.
We watched the last one we were eating at Grand Floridian at a Floridian Cafe, and we were like, oh crap, this is happening right now. Yeah, so we each had a headphone in.
We were unapologetically just staring at our phones the whole time.
iPad kids.
Yeah, we looked like iPad kids.
But yeah, that will be fun. Parks and Resorts is the big.
I feel like we have an opportunity this year to actually get real things.
Yeah.
Whereas
last year they're like, we could do this, but we didn't.
And last year really gave they forgot they had a presentation. Not last year,
but 2 years.
They forgot they had a presentation and had to come up with something. I've been that kid at school before.
Yeah, lots of word art, little information. Hopefully another big Target partnership reveal.
I forgot about that.
That was, yep.
Target stores. Or no, Disney store and Target.
It's no, you just, yeah. Eric says, springtime surprise weekend is always my favorite. Eric, glad you could make it to the chat and make it to the live. Again, any other questions for you guys? We'll chat here for, a couple more minutes probably before we bring it out, answer any questions. If you guys have questions about training, about how your training's going, all of that, feel free to ask. I will say, go ahead.
I was going to comment on springtime. I do, I miss Star Wars. That is a very fun, very, well-themed race. But if having springtime means we get to have some of these, new themes. I know we've had Incredibles, and there was, I think, a kids race or a 5K that was Big Hero 6 themed at one point. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Okay.
This will be my first time for Big Hero 6 and
Yeah.
Hercules.
Yeah, I don't remember a Hercules one. I mean, not to say it hasn't happened, but we've never had a Hercules one, so I'm very excited.
Oh, Incredibles was a summertime.
Yes,
theme.
but I'm pretty sure there was an Incredibles 5K at some point, maybe at Disneyland or something.
Might have predated us doing 5Ks.
Yeah. And then what's the 5K for springtime?
I do not remember.
It's one that we've had before. That's okay. That's not a huge deal.
Big Hero 6 and Hercules are what I'm there for.
I'm so excited for Hercules. Like, the 90s kids are loving it. I think that's they're catering to that a bit now. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, the variety in that weekend. I don't know, that weekend just always feels like so chill compared to all the other ones. Like even the expo and stuff is typically not as loud and crazy. So it's usually just like pleasant. And of course, like Sarah's getting us all emotional at the end of the springtime surprise 10-miler.
What? I don't remember.
Oh, well, yeah, you weren't there. She's like going on about, this is our last finish line of the year and until spring or until Wine and Dine.
Wine and Dine, right.
Yes, it is a good time. I'm insanely jealous of the Wine and Dine
Groot.
5K medal. Oh, that's right. That's a good one too.
Yeah, which we haven't had Groot either. That one that has happened, and they've done Baby Groot. Well, they're doing Baby Groot
for the Disneyland.
Yes.
One of the Disneyland races has Groot.
Next year's January Disneyland is Baby Groot, but we get Big Groot.
Which we did not sign up for.
No, we will not be going to California in January.
No. Probably not in October either.
What's in October?
For Halloween next year.
Is it going to be in October?
Or September.
Oh, I don't know.
Probably not.
Not if we're going to Grandma's.
True, yeah.
You can only take so much kind of cross-country airfare.
On top of all the other fun things that we do.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Traveling for Lorcana tournaments.
Oh, yeah. This guy went to Texas.
I did. Went to Texas for one weekend with Ken and Sarah. Played in the Lorcana tournament.
Yeah. You had fun.
Oh, I did. It was an awesome time.
Would have loved to go. I had a previous commitment, which was a wonderful baby shower, but it seemed really fun, and I will definitely want to go to one of them, especially as like new place. I've only ever been in an airport in Texas, and I would like to maybe see something else.
Mark says D23 Parks panel predictions. What's your biggest prediction for a reveal? I don't even know. I don't know what they're gonna...
I'm pretty sure they'll box up something that we already know about and then do a huge reveal and be like, surprise. And we'll be like, we knew this.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if they did anything big, they'd probably announce an actual expansion to MK. We'll see if that actually happens. Probably more details on the retheme over at Dino Land, which I am still a little bit sad about.
I saw that they had started taking out some like trees and stuff over in that area, so they're definitely getting ready to.
Yeah, probably more details there is what we're gonna see as we go super off the rails here. I don't know. I don't know that the fifth gate rumor is strong enough. That'd be like, I don't want to say out of left field because I think that's what everyone's hoping for, but I don't know that anyone is expecting it.
What was the last big, like, huge, ginormous reveal? Would have
Galaxy's Edge.
Let's say Galaxy's Edge.
I would say Galaxy's Edge was the last big one.
Yeah.
Star Cruiser was, at the time, a big rumor, but...
It was cool, but I think almost immediately people knew that it was going to be, like, kind of inaccessible for, like, a lot of folks. So I don't know if it really, like, maintained a huge excitement.
Oh, Avengers Campus, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I think
Avengers Campus is lame. I think it's... I mean, of course, I'm such a nerd for just, like, standing there and hearing Avengers music. I love that.
Yeah, I enjoy Avengers Campus. I mean, it could definitely use an e-ticket.
Yes, it could.
Make it a real land.
And I don't love interacting with characters, but I do love watching characters and seeing so many Avengers characters out there is really cool. I wish we could. I don't know. Deadpool probably still won't be there when we go out.
I don't know. I mean,
Maybe.
it's not.
I would love to like see them because they're the Deadpool mostly, but also the guys doing Wolverine too is like really on top of it.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll have some characters out during the race.
Yeah, that is. I hope they step up.
That's definitely what I'm excited for the Halloween half, is to see like what they've improved on, if anything.
Yeah.
Because I mean they had quite a few opportunities. Not that I think we would call it a bad weekend, but
Yeah, I know it's tough. I know. I'm sure they have like union rules and things as far as timing for the folks who are playing the characters. That like if they're there during the race, then they're missing out time like later during the parks. Like I know there has to be stuff like that. Logistic has to be really tough to do.
make it happen.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else too much. Do you?
We haven't talked about much that after Halloween we're going to Alani for the first time.
Oh yeah,
That's
we are doing Alani.
Disney related and exciting, so that'll be fun. We don't really have many plans. We're not there very long, so I think we're just gonna try to explore like the resort.
Yeah, we want to do Catalina Ranch, I think is what it's called, where they filmed Jurassic
where they
Park.
filmed Jurassic Park.
And Pearl Harbor. I think
Yeah.
are the big two things that we're gonna go and do. I am looking forward to that trip. It's, I don't know, one of those trips that you're like crazy. You're like, oh, is this actually, this is real, and it's coming
I
up.
can't believe it.
It's gonna be crazy,
Yeah.
but it'll be a good time. That's right, literally like we're doing Halloween, and then flying from California to Alani.
We figured if we're on
Halfway
that,
there.
if we're halfway there, and so it'll feel really easy getting there, and then oh gosh, the day it takes us to get back to Florida from there is gonna not be fun.
Nope, that'll be a lot.
Hopefully by then it'll be worth it. We'll be done with the trip and happy that we did that.
I think we will. We've had some good trips.
Oh yeah,
I think we've had like all good trips, pretty much.
yeah. I like traveling with you.
I like traveling with you.
Make things fun.
Yay. All right. Well, yeah, I think we can wrap it up there. Again, this was kind of just a little variety check-in show. We'll come at you again probably in a couple of weeks, talking a little bit more like actual Dopey Training.
We'll have to do. Maybe we'll try to do a Halloween half hype show.
We will definitely do that. Yeah, especially once we get more information about that. Of course, we'll do all of our different, pre and post shows, vlogs, and of course the race POVs.
Yeah, we're about to get back into Mouse Gen season.
Yeah, well, that is
regular
the nice thing with having the Halloween half, is it starts the RunDisney season. Because typically we're kind of in like a dry RunDisney, because we don't do the virtual stuff, and plus I don't know. That's the POV stuff is, I think, what's most interesting to most of our people. We do have, some cruise content typically in the summer, which we just did the Lookout Key
on the fantasy
cruise. Yeah,
Our
awesome
first time
cruise.
on the fantasy.
Yeah, it was
Very
good.
cruise.
But yeah, I think that will take us out. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, all of that fun YouTube-y stuff, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.